And also, guys, let me remind you to keep on trucking through this video. Do not do any skipping. Just let it play through, and I promise you the final result will wow a lot of you. Well, there you have it, guys. We have just finished the full detail on Lucifer. This thing is pretty glossy. 1 stang, 2 stang, 3 stang, 4 stang, 5 stang. Joel, where's Shadow?
Oh no, watch my video and you'll know.
She's gone, fam. She is gone. What is going on, everyone? Derek here today, bringing you another video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, we are gonna be filming the one video many of you guys have requested time and time again. As you guys can see from the very beginning of this video, I'm actually here at the Mirandas. We got Brandon here with some bedhead going on. Looks like he just woke up. Got Joel over here hooking up.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, 6 feet, Joel.
If I can fall and not hit you, we're good, because I'm not 6 feet tall.
All right, I like that. But yeah, we got Joel over here into my GT, rocking his merch. Guys, go subscribe to the channel. Cards right up here. Oh, dang, flexing on us, Joel. All right. Joel setting up the power washer because that's going to be very essential to obviously detail your car. And really quick, if you're new to the channel, I know you're like 5 Mustangs, holy moly, but let's go ahead and just briefly look over them real quick. So right here we have Pam, and there's Pam actually. This is her 2014 Sterling Gray California Special. Moving outside, we have their son, Brandon. Bedhead over there. This is his 2015 triple yellow S550. In the family, at least, this is the only one, and definitely messed up on that. Over here, we have my 2013 Grabber Blue S197. Coming down here, we have the newest edition that has not yet landed on the channel, so this is the first time. This is actually Joel and Pam's daughter's, Sydney's brand new 2014 V6 in ruby red. Then we have the beast over here. We have the 2014 Deep Impact Blue Whipple Supercharged. This is gonna be Joel's, making 720 horsepower to the wheel, and this thing's honestly a monster. So now that I went ahead and showed you guys the Mustangs here at the house, gave you a little info on them. Guys, last week was absolutely amazing. We crushed it with the numbers. Feels so good to be back filming again and having videos that you guys thoroughly enjoy. If you're watching this video right now, please do me a huge favor and just sit through the whole entire thing. When you watch the full video instead of skipping parts, it honestly helps us creators out because YouTube is based off of watch time. And like I said, if you go and skip through things, YouTube picks up on that and it ranks your videos really low. But if you sit through the whole video and the watch time goes up, they promote your channel, they promote your videos, and essentially you just grow more. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys that did that last week. Honestly, it feels so good to be back. And today I'm bringing you that video I've been wanting to make for some time, and again, many of you have requested it. But all right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. As I mentioned, this is my 2013 Grabber Blue, also known as Lucifer. For those of you that are new here, there you go, introduction. We are going to be doing a full detail on the car. And the reason why is because I have detailed it in the past and I never really made a full video on it, maybe just a quick car wash here and there, but I usually post the finished products on Instagram, and a lot of you guys, you know, you comment, you DM me, what products do I use, what do I do on a typical day of washing the car, and you know, my step-by-step. So today I am gonna be doing that, and you can kind of see the car is pretty filthy. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but pollen season is here and all of our cars got attacked by it. Brandon's kind of lucky. I just realized that Brandon's is probably caked with pollen, but you can't see it. You're kind of lucky there. But yeah, car is filthy. I know Pam's gonna be washing hers, Brandon and myself. So we're gonna get a proper detailing step-by-step today. Super excited about it. Yeah, so first things first, guys. As I mentioned, Joel just hooked up the power washer. I have all the stuff in the back of my trunk we will be doing today. Also gonna be doing an oil change on the car. It needs it. It's been about 5,000 or 6,000 miles. So today, might as well take advantage of that as well. Get that over with. And yeah, let's crank out some of these products and just take a look at what we'll be working with today. So I do have all the products I'll be using today. I typically carry a detailing bag in the trunk. So for each step, before I go ahead and do that step, I'll let you know exactly what products I'm using, how I use it, and you know, so on and so forth. But as far as step number 1, we obviously have to get the cars completely rinsed off. And then we'll go on to step number 2. So first things first, get these things rinsed off. All right, so when you first spray your car off, start from the top, bottom. You want to make sure you start from the roof and push it all down, and then when you start making your way, it'll obviously push all the dirt and debris off. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up right quick. right, so now that the initial rinse is fully completed, this is gonna lead on to step number 2. And step number 2 is personally my favorite. So step number 2 is gonna involve the foam cannon. Now, if you bucket wash your car, you would just put your soap in your bucket, get the suds going, and then apply it onto the car. But since we do have a power washer and I do have a foam cannon, today I filled up my foam cannon with 303 product. It's gonna be their ultra concentrated car wash soap. I've been using this stuff for a while now. I absolutely love it, and I am partnered with 303. So if you guys wanna check out their products, it is sold in like AutoZone and Advanced Auto and stuff like that. But yes, guys, as far as my favorite part, let's sud it up. Suddy at first. Now that we got the car completely covered in suds, and like I said, the funnest part, smell that, take a good whiff. That good old bubblegum smell. So now that we have the soap sitting on there, it's gonna be pulling up all that dirt. Now the main and important part is to wash the car. So now we're gonna take a nice, clean, brand new microfiber. You can use a wash mitt, you can use a sponge, anything you wanna do. So whatever option you want, that's totally fine. And now, again, we're gonna clean from the top down to the bottom, starting with the roof, and you wanna go one direction. Do not do swirl marks, don't do something crazy. One direction, and you wanna be, you know, pretty gentle with it. You don't wanna push it into the paint. But let's go ahead and start hand washing. So now that we got done hand washing the whole vehicle with the same microfiber, I like to then hit the wheels, just because the wheels are kind of the dirtiest spots, and don't want to hit those first and then take the same towel, then wipe the car, because just for obvious reasons, you'll really mess up your paint. I'm gonna do the wheels, and then after the wheels, exhaust tips. And I like to make sure, you know, I get the barrel of the wheel. A lot of people might just hit their spokes or the face of the wheel, whatever you want to call it. I like to make sure the barrel's fully clean, just because if I'm taking the time to do this, I might as well do it right. Try to get as much in there as I can to the lug nut holes. And we'll hit the caliper. But yeah, that's just one wheel. Now we're gonna move up to the front. And if you have color painted Brembos, I highly recommend trying to clean them up as much as possible, because they definitely pop when they're really freshened up. That's the driver's side. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the passenger. You guys get the idea. But after you're done fully soaping everything up, again, I am gonna do the exhaust tips as well. I'm very keen on that, making sure those things are shiny as well. When you're done hand washing with soap, that's when you wanna go ahead, take the pressure washer and fully rinse it. You wanna make sure there's no soap whatsoever. I even like to clean up the driveway. You can see we have a ton of suds here, and I just like to push it all downwards, and thankfully their driveway does have a slant, so the water will roll down. Alright guys, so we got the initial wash done. You just saw the final rinse. Now this is the crucial part. I usually typically like to fully dry it by hand. Just for multiple reasons. If I'm doing a full detail on a car, I just want to make sure that there's no water spots left or any smears or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a car towel, completely dry. This is the part that kind of sucks, but you know, at the end of the end result will definitely be well worth it. But yeah, we got to get this thing dried up. So let's go ahead and do that. Pretty much fully dried the car, at least the body. I haven't hit the wheels yet, and I kind of don't until the last part, because I like to put a coating on the wheels along with the exterior. We'll go ahead and touch those in just a minute. But as far as the wash, guys, that's it. The car is fully washed, but that doesn't end there. I like to put some products on there. It's not a ceramic coat. I know a lot of bottles claim it's ceramic coat, but it's not. Ceramic coat comes in like a bottle this big, and it's like $80, and you put it on by like a squares, and I'm not doing that. Putting a sealer on there. So go ahead, get this in the garage, and then I'll start detailing it. This was just the beginning. So we got the car out of the heat, thankfully. Wow, I forgot how hot it gets in Virginia, holy moly. It's a lot better in here, and this is where I'm gonna be able to get, you know, nitty and gritty with the detailing. For the most part, the hard stuff is done. This just takes time. And again, I'm gonna show you what products I use. And really quick, guys, here's a little disclaimer. I know I'm far from a professional. There's probably a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have done. So if there are professional detailers in here watching, just drop a comment, give me some criticism. I'm not going to be mad or anything, but this is just what I do to wash my car, you know, when we do videos, photos, and stuff like that. And for the most part, I want to say I do a pretty good job. Again, I know I'm not a professional. I'm just showing my fans, my subscribers, supporters, whatever you guys want to call yourselves, DBP squad, what I do. So, whew. All right, now is on to the detailing. Don't know how well you can see me, but I will be using the Meguiar ceramic detailer. Pretty much what this is kind of a temporary ceramic coating. It's more of a sealant, you know, it'll definitely wipe off a lot of debris and stuff with just power washing afterwards, but after a while it does go away. And on a normal, like, fully detailing day, I recently have done this, so I'm not doing it today, but I would go ahead and clay bar the vehicle. When you clay bar the vehicle, that pulls up an enormous amount of dirt. It also pulls up your wax, so it's very important. If you do clay bar, you have to protect the paint because it'll strip it down right to the clear coat. And with these hot days, and if you're living in states that are brutally hot, the sun will destroy a car. That's why you see a lot of these cars with faded paint, is because whatever protectant was on there was stripped, ate through the clear coat, and after the clear coat, it's the paint color. But like I said, I am not going to be doing the clay barring today. I have recently done that, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of Meguiar's ceramic detailer. And also remember, whenever you're dealing with, you know, applying products, washing a car, always use fresh microfibers. Typically, I'm pretty OCD. I never reuse these. I'll wash them, but I'll keep them for, like, you know, oil rags or, you know, hand cleaning rags, but I'll never use them on a vehicle again. So, you know, if you head to your local Costco, they actually have a pack of 50 of these for like 15 bucks, which is a hell of a deal. But as I said, guys, we are gonna go ahead and apply the Meguiar ceramic detailer. I like to start off on the fenders. I'll do it in portions, so this whole line of fender will get done. Then I'll move on to the hood, the door, and literally hit every square inch, and that's when I do the wheels. And you know, as I mentioned, I didn't like dry those or anything because I am going to be re-detailing them. And also, guys, let me remind you to keep on trucking through this video. Do not do any skipping, just let it play through, and I promise you the final result will wow a lot of you. everyone? So 5 microfibers later, and we have finally finished applying the Meguiar's detailing ceramic. Now I'm not gonna show you the car quite yet, but as far as the exterior, we are not done. So we applied the ceramic on both the exterior paint and the wheels. Now we need to go ahead and dazzle up the tires. As you can see, these Nittos right now are pretty dull looking, but in a snap of a finger, you're gonna see exactly what they're gonna turn into. So here we go. And as you can see, guys, we now have that all glistened up, and that is gonna be due to the Jax Wax Super Blue. This stuff is absolutely insane. I don't know how well you could see it on camera right now, but it really gives a nice wet tire look, and by far the best product I've ever used for tire shine. Good gosh, that looks amazing. Don't want to show too much, but that Super Blue, what do you guys think? That's the best stuff you've used for tire shine, isn't it?
Yeah, I've used it.
That stuff's insane.
I love it.
So as of right now, guys, the exterior is pretty much done. Now we are gonna jump into the interior real quick. I have pretty much one product I use just on the leather to preserve it. You know, we gotta go ahead and just hit the door jambs and stuff really quick while we're at it. Just gonna go ahead and give this a little spray.
I'll lick your car, can I have it?
You can buy it and you can have it. All right, door jambs are mint. Now guys, we are now moving on to my favorite part to detail, because once it's done, it's like so satisfying, and that is gonna be the engine bay. So if a company wants to go ahead and send me some hood struts, that would be, you know, really much appreciated, because I obviously don't have any. And wow, this thing is have some rocks in there. So we have the engine bay here, guys. This thing is honestly so dirty and dull. Like, there's nothing popping in here. And I'm gonna show you one trick that will absolutely change all this, and it doesn't take any time at all. And that trick is gonna be Armor All. Now, Armor All is the product I use on the leather. I know a lot of people say it's bad or whatever, but I at least make sure the leather and all the plastics and stuff do get protected. And as far as the seats, guys, that's super important. I have Recaros, so if I don't protect this leather and it starts cracking and stuff, that's gonna be a really expensive replacement, so I'm trying to avoid that. We'll move on to the interior in just a second. I know I said I was gonna do that first, but I just can't wait to do the engine bay. So for the engine bay, guys, this is all I do. So I'm gonna open up this Armor All, and all the plastic, all the black spots, literally everything underneath here, I'm just gonna go ahead and just start coating it. Just let this sit on here, and you're gonna see why in just a moment. So I'm gonna even hit everything. Even the valve covers. We're gonna hit the strut bar. Get all this too. All right, so that should be it. It should be soaked. Literally, you wanna soak it. We're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes, guys, because like I said, the engine is warm, everything underneath here is warm, and believe it or not, this kind of soaks it in, and the plastic takes it in, and it just looks phenomenal after you're done wiping it. So this is a pretty cool little trick, and I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes, and we're gonna jump right back into it, and then we're gonna wipe everything down bone dry. And this thing is gonna pop like no other. All right, guys, so the 5 minutes of waiting is now over. Kind of not so fun part, the tedious part. You wanna get inside every nook and cranny with a microfiber. I don't really recommend using a new one on this. You can if you want, but make sure, you know, you just go ahead, wipe everything down, and detail it. That's the whole point of this video, is you're going for the detail, and you'll see why in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in our final product, I have my phone light here to try to capture some more detail, but this thing is freaking mint. Like, just look at that. It looks brand new. There's no filter on this video at all. This is completely shot raw. And you know, I just made sure I went ahead and wiped up all the Armor All, and the Armor All does really, really good on plastic. believe it or not. It does awesome on plastic, but I am very satisfied with this. There's the little trick for you guys if you want to just dazzle up your engine bay right quick. Now, I will say my engine bay wasn't caked with crazy amount of like grease, oil, whatever the hell, what else would be underneath there, to where I needed a engine degreaser. To properly clean an engine, you would use a degreaser, let it soak, and then lightly spray everything down with a power washer. I know some people go full force with a power washer. I would never do that. You kind of just like barely squeeze the handle, and some of them, you know, you can let out nice easy water and it'll rinse off that, but I don't need to do that. And for all the Coyote guys out there, I don't think you'll necessarily need degreaser. I just used Armor All and just made sure I covered every square inch and detailed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pretty much detail up the interior. My interior is typically always clean. I do need to vacuum a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Nothing really worth filming. Yeah, as far as my interior, guys, I keep it really clean. I feel like you know, if your car's clean on the inside, it just puts you in a better mood and stuff. So there's really nothing ever inside my car. I am gonna go ahead and use the Armor All on everything, and then, you know, that's pretty much it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 100% finished Blucifer's full detail. And again, guys, in no way, shape, or form am I a professional detailer. This is just personally the products I use, how I do it, and this works for me, honestly. Now, don't get me wrong, the car can definitely use a polished ceramic coating by a professional, which I will do in the near future, but as of right now, this is like my day-to-day detailing process. I did go a little overboard when it comes to the engine bay. I don't do that every time. But here we go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a walk around 2 times. One with this wide angle lens. This is my vlogging lens. And then the second one, I'm just gonna use the regular lens so you know there's like no tricks or anything. And this is paint from 2013.
Tell her pull up to the villa. My shit ain't really, she realize I'm on a mic, it's a thriller. Walk on the cook on me, Kimba. I might kill that shit, yeah. I might read that shit, yeah. I wear bill that shit, yeah. Now I raise my wrist. Tell her pull up to the villa. My shit ain't really, she realize I'm on a mic, it's a thriller. Walk on the cook on me, Kimba. I might kill that shit, yeah. I might read that shit, yeah. I wear bill that shit, yeah. Now I raise my wrist. I might kill that shit, yeah. I'm in a roll like Rick, yeah. Hop out a brand new whip, yeah. Told my shooter like this, yeah. Call little shorty, she wet, yeah. Diamonds on me, throw a fit, yeah. I don't want for that bitch, yeah. I don't know what you thought. Oh, I went ghost. Hopping on my roast, yeah. Bad bitch on my phone. Running up, I keep it low. Getting money, bro, this you never told. These niggas so mad, I'ma go. That money come fast, I go hold. But I cannot phone on basic call. I tell the shorty to rake it on. All that shit ain't facing on. Hop in the coupe, I race it all. Bad little bitch in the car. Shorty so cold, ain't noise. Shorty your feet, that's fine by me. That's on you, like that's on me. Tell her pull up to the villa. My shit ain't really, she realize I'm on a mic, it's a thriller. Walk on the cook on me, Kimba. I might kill that shit, yeah. I might read that shit, yeah. I wear bill that shit, yeah. Now I raise my wrist. Tell her pull up to the
well, there you have it, guys. We have just finished the full detail on Lucifer, and I hope you guys did like it. As you saw in both of those walk-arounds, one with this wide angle and one with a regular lens, this thing is pretty glossy. And if you're pretty impressed with it, please do your boy a favor, drop a thumbs up on this video. And guys, those products I used will literally get you this if you do them correctly and your paint's in decent condition. It did take a little time, but well worth it, guys. I do have to go ahead and do an oil change right now as well. I'm not gonna film that, and I might as well show you what oil I'm running. So I am running some Mobil 1 5W20. You know, it's oil's oil in my opinion. And today's DBP vlog shout out is going out to Kai Little 3. Think I said that right. Make sure you guys go check him out on Instagram. And for those of you that want a chance to win a shout out on the vlogs, make sure you follow myself on Instagram at DerekBaranProductions and use hashtag DBP Squad on all your posts. As you guys know, every time I'm filming videos such as this one, I go to hashtag I used it and boom, shout out. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning back in. We will see you Wednesday for another video. Mark your calendars, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it's gonna be fun. But until next time, we'll see you later.